Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please pause for a moment of silence. Good evening, everyone. Calling meeting to order. Meeting posted and announced in accordance with Chapter 231, Hill 975. Mr. Clark, please call the roll.
Ms. Dolan?
Here.
Mr. Rivera?
Here.
Mrs. Torres?
Here.
Mr. Vallon? Here. Mr. Zangari?
Here.
Mrs. Lombardi?
Here.
You have quorum.
Yes.
In accordance with the requirements of Chapter 231 of the Publications of 1979, known as the Open Public Meeting Act, this is to confirm that we are in compliance with the Sunshine Law and all appropriate postings and notices have been made.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from March 9, 2015?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have our student government officer, Eva Izquierdo.
Hello. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Eva Izquierdo, and I'm the Student Government President, and I am here with the student report. The Student Government Organization sponsored a Red Cross blood drive at the high school today. We exceeded our goal with 82 units of blood donated. Thank you to all the staff and students that volunteered to make this event possible. SGO will also be holding their spring fling on April 30th at 6:30 p.m. National Honor Society is participating in a cleanup of Sandy Hook Beach on April 17th. They will also be holding their acceptance dinner on May 7th for their new inductees. FCCLA just competed in their state competition. Belleville students won 14 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 5 bronze medals. Myself and Shayla and Baby will be attending national competition in July. FCCLA is also teaming up with the Girl Scouts by donating Barnes & Noble's gift cards to hospitals so that they can provide books to sick children. The senior class will be holding a student-teacher basketball game tomorrow, April 14th at 7 p.m. in the gymnasium. Come out and support the senior class. The Mr. and Miss Belleville Scholarship Pageant will be held on Wednesday, April 15th at 7 p.m. Many students of the junior class will be competing for the title of Mr. and Miss Belleville, as well as a $1,000 scholarship for college. The Tri-M Music Honor Society and Belleville High School's Jazz Band will be collaborating to run their spring coffee house. Similar to their winter coffee house, one would be able to enjoy singing and instrumental performances by talented BHS students over refreshments. This event will take place on April 28th at 7 p.m. in the senior cafeteria. Also, Belleville High School's annual dance recital will take place on May 6th at 7 p.m. in the Connie Francis Theater. There will be an orientation for parents of Belleville High School's upcoming freshmen on April 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Connie Francis Theater. Parents will be able to learn more information about the school from faculty as well as current students. Belleville Student Government Day will take place on April 24th. Students who meet certain criteria will be able to shadow a teacher, staff member, or community leader. Also, the BHS administration is planning to donate trees on the weekend of April 22nd in honor of Earth Day. This concludes my report, and thank you for your time and have a good night.
Thank you, Eva. Items to be presented by administration. Dr. Tomko.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is fantastic. Look at this. This is what it's about, right? Talking about the accolades of Belleville and why we're here tonight. I appreciate you all coming. First, I want to bring your attention to something that we're bringing back to Belleville, something that most of the schools did already, but the board trustees and I wanted to formally recognize those students in all the schools who each month are selected Students of the Month. So if you look at the back page of the agenda, if you have it, or it's online, all the students are listed here. So every month we will be honoring them here during this section, just saying we appreciate the work that they've done, their teachers have done, and again, this is why we are all here as a board, to make sure that we move forward in Belleville and make sure our students are learning and they have everything that they need. And that's what we've been doing as a team since I've been here, working with the board, the administration, and the teachers. Again, I say it all the time when I'm walking around. This place is fantastic. There's a lot of great things happening here. And I think we just need to continue to act like this tonight to make sure everybody knows what Belleville really is about, instead of all the rumors that you hear out there. Okay, so please continue to support our kids and our programs, and that's what we're going to continue to do. I get a report every month from our buildings on the good news. The first month there was a few things. Now it's just too many things to talk about at a meeting like this. So I'll be posting a lot of that online. Our online venue is going to be changing in the next few months to make it more user-friendly. So please be a little patient with that. Trying the best we can to get to everything. So again, there are a lot of great things happening here. The first thing that we would like to recognize tonight as a board is something that happens throughout the state of New Jersey. It's a 2015 Governor's Teachers Recognition or Educational Services Professionals Program. This program is a program that's been around for a very long time, and it's where peers and administrators and some community stakeholders get to choose the teacher that they feel fit the mission of Belleville best, or the educational professional services provider who fit and carried out the educational mission of Belleville best in this year in their building. And tonight we're here to honor those people with your applause and a few words from their principals or directors, and a certificate from our board vice president, Ms. Lombardi. So without further ado, let's start with School 3. Ms. Demmer. Is Ms. Demmer? Oh, there she is. Okay, let's. All right, here we go.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Tomko, members of the community. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you School Number 3's Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Sylvia Cambito Diaz is our kindergarten teacher. She is well deserving of this award. Over the years, she has earned the respect of many, many children who have passed through her doors. The students absolutely love her. The parents have a deep respect and admiration for Mrs. Diaz. And I have to say, she is a key and one of our top go-to people in the building. So with that said, I would like to invite Mrs. Diaz to please come up. I would also like to introduce, at this time, our service professional at School Number 3, Mrs. Cynthia Majewski. She is our school nurse at School Number 3. Mrs. Majewski is also a key person at School 3. If anyone has been in an elementary school during lunchtime, you would probably know that it's one of the busiest places that you could ever be between the hours of 11:30 and 12:30. I was actually there today because Mrs. Majewski had a half of a day, so I was nurse for her between the hours of 11:30 and 12:30. So I most certainly have a deep appreciation for what the school nurse does. So Mrs. Majewski, please come up. hands of Mrs. Majewski. Thank you.
Thank you. School 4, Mr. Acosta. Mr. Acosta?
Before this is short. I'm not very tall. Before I introduce my Teachers of the Year, I want to congratulate the student athletes that are here, just because I know most of them. So congratulations to you guys. So very briefly, our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Heather McIntyre, or as we affectionately call her, Miss Mac, is an outstanding teacher who's been instrumental in helping our staff and students ready themselves for Park. She's dedicated and loves the children of school number 4. Congrats on an honor, well-deserved. Hashtag you're awesome. Ms. Mac. Our Services Professional of the Year for School 4 is Mrs. Jessica Peralta. She is soft-spoken, but is a powerhouse with the children she services day in and day out. She's an outstanding speech therapist and is always willing to help her colleagues when they need her assistance. School 4 is lucky to have your expertise. Congrats on an honor well-deserved.
Thank you, Mr. Acosta. Congratulations. School number 5, Ms. Rotunda.
Good evening, Dr. Tomko, members of the Board of Education, honored guests, and pretty much everyone who's here today to pay homage to these wonderful educators. Our first recipient is for the Governor's Teacher Education, for the Teacher's Recognition Award, is Miss Elena Chip. She is one of my very special education teachers at number 5. She is new to the School 5 family. This is her 2nd year, but she was she acclimated herself beautifully to our staff. I take pride in recognizing my school as all heart, one family, and I truly believe that. We are really one family, and Elena is definitely a part of our special family. She rises to every challenge every single day and does it with dignity, grace, and she never ever complains. She's a wonderful teacher, and I'm very proud and honored to recognize her here tonight for all her accomplishments. Congratulations, Elena. Our second lady of the evening from School 5, she's our educational services professional. She's not new to the district, but if you observe Colleen Fennelly on any given day in any setting, she demonstrates the enthusiasm, the passion, and the caring of a brand new teacher. What she has done for our School 5 staff during our park exams, our park testing, and what she will continue to do for the remainder of the year is beyond belief. She does it so diligently, she does it with love, with passion. She is a help to every single person in our building, and I'm sure everyone can attest to that fact. She's truly amazing. So it is my great pleasure to honor you this evening with your award. Please come up, Colleen.
Mrs. Cummins, School 7.
Good evening, everyone. Today I would like to introduce an excellent teacher who has helped the children and the staff of School 4, School 4, School 9, and School 7. Mr. Stephen Puglia has been a great resource to us for Park, as well as his instruction as a resource room teacher. Mr. Puglia. Our second recipient is, again, Mrs. Colleen Fenley. What can I say that has not been said? And number 7 really adores your work, Mrs. Fenley, and you.
Ms. Cardone, School 8.
Good evening, Dr. Tomko, members of the boards, and friends and families of the Belleville School District. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Education for this moment to recognize 2 outstanding educators, both of whom balance the art of teaching with a humanistic approach when working with our special needs children. This in itself can be a challenging feat, yet is done so with such kindness and understanding that they light up the very faces that they greet each day. Although it was our committee who selected these 2 individuals, it was these children who had chosen them well before we could articulate their names. Representing the largest elementary school in the district and our School 8 family, I'd like to present to you our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Michelle Riccadelli. And our Educational Services Professional of the Year, Mr. R.V. Flores.
School 9, Magenta.
Mr. Robert Lassard is our grade 4 elementary school classroom teacher. He also teaches grade 5 math at school number 9. He's a designer of lessons that are engaging and instructionally challenging. But it is not only his mathematical expertise that marks him among teachers. It is also his calm, yet assertive manner that is most recognizable not only to his classroom students, but also to the rest of the school community. Yes, he possesses the instructional and human qualities that make a good teacher. And it is with great pleasure to have published author Robert Lassard recognized as our Governor's Educator of the Year. Ms. Stephanie Bermudez is our library media specialist for schools 3, 9, and 10. Tonight, she's being recognized as our educational services professional. She takes a great amount of pride in each undertaking, as she completes each responsibility thoroughly. And although she teaches technology and research skills, She also has the ability to brighten a classroom by reading a children's story with perfect fluency and enthusiasm. The characters come alive. The students are drawn into the story. They are captured by its plot. It is also with great pleasure to have Stephanie Bermudez recognized as the Governor's Education and Educator of the Year recipient.
Thank you. School 10, Mr. Ravel.
Good evening, Dr. Tomko, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Egan, Mr. Clark. I'm excited to be here tonight to honor two of my staff members, all great staff members at number 10. These two were selected by a panel of parents and teachers, so their colleagues were part of the vote. The first person getting this award is Denise Gizzo. She's our language arts teacher for grade 4 and 5. She has been with us for years. She is irreplaceable. She is an excellent, excellent teacher and well deserving of this award. Denise Gizzo. Then we have our educational service professional. I have to say it is our nurse, Mrs. Nicole Resignolo. I would say that any nurse that the children just love to go to the nurse, even if they're not sick, just for a nice pack. That's our Miss Resignolo. She treats them as if they're her own children, and they just love her. So very well deserving, Miss Resignolo. Thank you.
Okay, for the middle school, Squalo.
Good evening, everyone. I'd just like to first take a minute to congratulate all the recipients here. Congratulations, that's wonderful. You should embrace the moment. Middle school. Ms. Patel, like we call her, she is one of the most dedicated, committed, loyal, will do just about anything for anyone at any time, especially our kids. And I think that's just a wrap. So congratulations, and it's my pleasure to honor you for the governor's teacher. The educational service professional, Miss Boyle, Maria, where are you? Ven aquí. Don't hide. That's Miss Boyle, and she hides all the time from me. Miss Boyle is our student counselor, but she wears many, many hats. She's been through the middle school and high school, back and forth, and it's my pleasure to have you at the middle school. You wear many, many hats. Your commitment to the students daily, after school, in between. It's just unbelievable. I appreciate it, we all appreciate it, Belleville appreciates it, and thank you for doing what you do.
And for the high school, Mr. Pagan.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administration, teachers, students, parents, and community members. Tonight, we are recognizing 2 teachers from Belleville High School for the Governor's Teacher Recognition Program. First one is Kathy Gingerelli. Was operating the camera. Ryan Sheridan. The 2 of them are like the anchors of Belleville High School vocational program. You need something on TV? Ryan does. You email, it's on that night. He's the senior class advisor. You need to fundraise, senior class will do it. We'll help any program out throughout the whole district, not just the school, the whole district. Very supportive. He runs the prom every year, very successful. Whatever you need, Ryan will do it for you. He's a team player, true at heart. Also, an alumni of Belleville, class of 2000. Also, she works out of the print shop or the graphics lab, whatever you want to call it nowadays. You need something printed, you need a program done, a flyer, a letter, all those things that go home, notices. Kathy, I need 1,600 of these right away. She has them done for us. Her and her kids are terrific in the program. They are very dedicated. Between the 2 of these people here, they have 19 years of experience. And also, the class of 1987, Belleville High School. Tradition here at the high school, each governor recipient gets a Belleville High School logo pin that the graduating seniors will get this year, 1 for each. And the honorary Teacher of the Year ID that they have to wear from now on. You make sure Ryan wears it.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to everybody else.
Congratulations to all our teachers and service professionals. Can I please have Mr. D'Elia to the podium for the next presentation, please?
Dr. Tomko, distinguished members of the Board of Education, thank you for having us here tonight. I'd say that tonight is about dedication, and I want to congratulate all of the Teacher for the Governor Award recipients tonight. Congratulations. One more round of applause for the athletes. Tonight's certainly about numbers, and athletics tends to be about numbers. So before I was in the hallway and I wrote down some numbers that I wanted to share tonight. This is what we're going to be celebrating this ceremony here for the fall and winter. This is the Super Essex Conference Awards recognition. We have 22 first team members. 17 second team members, and 17 third team members. That's 56 total SEC award recipients in 2 seasons. In addition to that, we have 7 all-county members, 10 all-area members, 1 Super Essex Conference, Essex County Athletic Directors Association all-county wrestler, 1 Coach of the Year as chosen by his peers, 1 SEC Championship American Division coach, and 3 all-state recognized athletes. So that's what we're going to be cycling through tonight. So before we begin our ceremonies, I'd just like to say, if we could hold all applause until we get everybody recognized, and then at the end, maybe do 1 giant round of applause. So to begin our ceremony, I'll call up Coach John Spina, who's going to recognize girls volleyball. Dr. Tomko, would you like to come up and hand out the awards with us?
I just want to thank the board, Dr. Tomko, Mr. D'Elia, for recognizing the athletes. This is kind of rough. Before I congratulate my athletes, I want to congratulate my assistant coach on also helping me push these athletes. And he was also the teacher of the year in the high school, so not only is he putting his full effort into giving the kids of Belleville everything they can have during the day, he never sacrifices a minute after school. And you know, God knows I push these kids so hard. And he's always there with me, so if we could just have 1 more round of applause for Mr. Sheridan for all the great things he's done. Before I begin to congratulate my girls, the girls finished 2nd in the SEC Liberty Division. Just to paint a picture, a couple years back the girls were in last place in the SEC Liberty Division with 0 wins, 17 losses. This year the girls finished with 21 wins, 8 losses, and we had 6 kids all conference. Going back 4 years, I was begging to have 1 kid put on honorable mention. So that's just a credit to all the work these female athletes put in this fall. So I'm going to start with my honorable mentions. First, Ms. Lombardi, this one's special, it's for your daughter, Kristen Lombardi. Gabriella Tobago. Also 2. I know the rest are here. 2nd team all-conference, my setter, Andrea Nugent. Second team all-conference, middle hitter, Abigail Okaya. Now I have 2 first team all-conference players. My libero, Christine Ariola. And my outside hitter, Brianna Nieves. Congratulations to all of my girls as well as all of the other athletes that are here being honored. Thank you.
Next we're going to go a brother and sister head coaching combination, boys and girls cross country, Nick and Joanne Campion.
Thank you. I just want to call up my 1 senior, Stephanie Tello, who received honorable mention. And Rosalie Rodriguez.
The first person I want to call up is my boy who received 2nd team all division, Devesh Kumar, better known to us as Jimmy Patel. The next two, the first one, Ronald Smith, honorable mention. And last but not least, honorable mention, and this person received honorable mention because of the greatest improvement I saw as my 2 years as head coach, and he's someone I'll probably remember for a long time for his hard work, Malay Shaw.
I'd like to now call up head coach Joe Fisher for football.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tomko and the rest of the Board of Ed. I'm very happy. I don't have to tell you, we have some great kids. And I love coming to work every day, and I love coaching football. And I'm trying to explain that to my kids when I coach. They should be passionate about things. You do much better when you're passionate. I want to call up Manny Lascaro, second team all-league. Angelo Gagliardi, second team all-league. Jared Colazzo, second team all-league. Chris Mann is working tonight. He made honorable mention. Jeremy Jones, first team all-league. Joseph Rivera, first team all-league. Michael Ramirez, first team all-league. Nick Nardachone is not here tonight. He's working also. He made first team all-league. And our super sophomore who made first team all-league, Brian Rivera. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to introduce, I had mentioned earlier, a coach that was selected as Coach of the Year by his colleagues. He's also the boys soccer head coach, Coach Carlos Gonzalez.
Good evening, everyone. Members of the board, Dr. Tomko. Thanks for the opportunity to be here. Thank you, Mr. Lalita, for giving me the opportunity to be a soccer coach at this school. I want to thank my assistants as well, Neil DiNapoli and Gary Paluca. They have been great. I want to call up there's a lot of names, so I'll promise to go fast, please. I'm going to call Maverick Garcia, all area of the board. Kevin Vicente, all area award. Cairo Campo Verde, all area award too. Chris Sosa, all area award. Nelson Picardo, All County, honorable mention. Randy Fernandez, All Conference, honorable mention, all area award.
Gene.
All right, PJ Giancarelli, All Area Award. All Conference honorable mention. Randy, come back here. Marlon Rodriguez. Marlon Rodriguez is second team all conference, third team all county, all state honorable mention, all area award. Matthew Lavidia. Second team all conference, third team all county, all area award. Max Correa. First team all conference, second team all county, all state honorable mention, all area award. Luis Lopez. First team all conference, first team all county, all area player of the year, Star Legend all state, group 4, second team. And the best scorer in the country. To them, I just want to say 11 outstanding athletes and 11 outstanding human beings.
I'd like to call up now Coach Percy Pineda, girls soccer.
Hello, board members, everyone. Good evening. The only thing I can think of, I wasn't prepared to speak on. The only thing I can think of is I would like to recognize that the group of girls that I coach is very special, and that I would probably coach this team for free, because it is really a pleasure to see how hard they work. You know? Please don't take it. Let me start with honorable mention, Alexis Carroll. Leslie Solis. Leslie Solis was second team. Another second team winner is Priscilla Olavarria. 17 conference winner Ashley Vasquez. And first team Marinela Soriano. And the last and not least, our freshman of the year who broke all kinds of records as a rookie. Brianna Ulloa, first team coach. Thank you very much.
Running anchor for the fall, Coach Mike DeMasi for girls tennis.
Members of the Board of Education and Dr. Tomko, thank you again for your continued support of the Belleville girls tennis team. Our honorable mention goes to a true scholar athlete. She's phenomenal in and outside the classroom. I know she's top of her class, and she'll be a captain next year because she's great to have around for the team. Honorable mention goes to Nicole Posadas.
Okay, rolling right into the winter season. Girls basketball coach Liz Ramirez.
Can I have my girls come up? All four girls? All the girls that are getting awards for basketball come up. Stand together, please. Okay, so I'd like to start off with my honorable mention, which is Priscilla Oliviaria. Next, I don't think she's here, but second team all-conference would be Ariana Douglas. Okay, the next recipient is a senior, second team all-conference, also at the Invitational for the holiday tournament at Glen Ridge. She was all-conference there too. My next one, I also have a super sophomore, 10th grade, and she made first team all-conference.
Boys basketball, we have Coach Chinchula.
Thank you, Mr. Dooley. We have 2 awards for our basketball team. First is our center. He made honorable mention, all league, Will Smith. Next is our shooting guard, Andre Velez, second team, all league.
Before we introduce the next team, which is boys bowling, I want to take a moment to pause to congratulate boys bowling for winning SEC American Division Conference Championship. In addition to this is their plaque that they were awarded by the SEC Super Essex Conference. In addition to this plaque, Board of Ed will be honoring our athletes with hopefully a little memento that they can use the rest of their lives, so they can keep on their desks when they're doctors and lawyers.
Right.
So it's a little token of our appreciation for your dedication to Belleville. So, now it's my pleasure to introduce Coach Michael Early.
Thank you, Dr. Temko and board for honoring our athletes this evening. I'd like to present the All-SEC American Division Girls Bowling Team. Sabrina Diaz, Captain, Honorable Mention. Eliza Racio, second team. Crystal Diaz, first team. Gemma Luna, first team. The boys American Division champion team, honorable mention, Jason Valdez. Second team, Kevin Vicente. Second team, Enrique Camacho. And not with us this evening, Dylan and Dustin Wallachie.
Next, we have our wrestling team coach, Emilio Nardone, Jr.
Hello, I'd just like to say a quick word before I honor my wrestlers. I'd like to thank the members of the board, Dr. Tomko, our athletic staff, teachers and faculty, students, and coaches alike. This is our sacred ground here. This is where we practice every day on the wrestling team. So I think it's important that we introduce a little scholarship. When I recite a poem by William Blake, I see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower, to hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in the hour. The reason why I say that, because I would just like all of the athletes to remember one thing. If you learned how to be successful here during your time at Belleville High School as an athlete, it's almost guaranteed that you'll be successful as a person. Just as our teachers that were honored were successful, it's the same things that will carry you through your life. So that being said, I'd like to call up our first and second team honorees for the Belleville wrestling team. First, I'd like to call Anthony Jett. Ronald Smith, second team. Joe Nugent. And joining at the first team recipients will be my assistant coach, David Joycel.
First team I'm going to call is Luis Obando. And Jordan Green.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation for tonight's athletes. Once again, I thank you for your patience, and one more round of applause for our
We have one more presentation, please. Very short, very quick. 1 second. If I ask everybody to remain here for 1 second, please. Mr. Pagano. Future Business Leaders of America.
Good evening once again. Just to save some time, I'm going to call Mr. Woodring. He's our FPLA advisor, which is the Future Business Leaders of America. It's one trend that I just noticed. We give out a lot of awards. I shouldn't say give out. We earn a lot of awards. Third place, second place, first place, bronze, silver, gold, all county, all area, all state. We got something to be proud about, Belleville. And I like to keep the winning tradition going on. And we saw with the SGO rep today with the FCCLA. And now you're going to hear from Mr. Woodring with the FPLA. And at the next meeting, you will see probably some more honorees. So, Mr. Woodring.
Can I get all the FBLA guys to come on up? Guys and gals. You two coming up too?
Yeah.
Doug? Eric? Yeah, come on up. Christian. So these guys are our award winners. They took second place in states. We talked about competition. really what FBLA is about at a state level is competing against other schools and being the best. And a lot of that is a testament to the teachers they have, and they got their awards today. And you'll see a lot of familiar faces because they're also athletes as well. So congratulations for that. But essentially when we go to states, we compete against other schools, and there's over 30, 40 schools that we compete against, and these guys do a great job. And they take what they learn in the classroom, they compete against other schools, and they win. And they do a great job. So with no further ado, I'd like to award the certifications. And thank you for this. Thank you for celebrating their success. So Eric Arroyo. Rana Muhammad. Nicole Posadas.
Let's lose.
Malay Shah. Ashley Vasquez. Jennifer Vasquez. Christian Thierry. Karen Wong. I'd also like to let everybody know here that Mr. Pagano got an award too at States. He was our professional of the year, and the students nominated him, and he was given an award for that. So we want to thank you for his support. As well as for Mr. Haggerty, who's really helped out a lot in terms of the students doing their speeches and really being prepared. So we want to thank him as well. So thanks for
Thank you. Thank you very much. Round of applause for everybody again. Just before I conclude my part of the superintendent's report, just wanted to say that at the end of the meeting tonight, if anybody, there was a request for a brief tour of the new library. Mr. Pagano has graciously said he would give a tour after the meeting tonight, so if you just have the meeting kind of come up to the dais, we'll take care of that, okay? That's after the full meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Tomko. Thank you, Mr. D'Elia, and all our coaches and our wonderful athletes. At this time, can I have a motion for a 3-minute recess to allow these students to leave and go do their homework and things like that? Can I do that? Yes. I'm calling for a 3-minute recess.